and gentlemen, welcome to the most electrifying place in southern Middle Tennessee. My name is Eric Lewis. I'm joined by Ms. Hannah Hill at the Joe Harden Court tonight for this matchup between Welch College and UT Southern Firehawks. How do you feel about tonight's matchup, Hannah?
You know, is my mic on? Can you hear me?
I sure can.
Okay, just making sure. Well, I'm excited to see how the Firehawks start off this game and how they finish. I know the last few contests have been some tough battled ones, and just hoping they can keep up the intensity and energy that they have had in these past few contests. So
Definitely. I agree with you wholeheartedly. The last game they won on the third against Welch, that was an exciting game. And then turned around, they turned around and had a disappointing loss right after that. But you know, I think they're coming into this with not only home court advantage, but you know, they have a little bit more of a team compared to the Welch women's roster. That's about 6 girls on the roster for this Welch team. The Firehawk definitely has more manpower here, so to speak. So in the first few moments of this matchup, Firehawks have already put 2 on the board. Back here now on the offensive end, Aaron Grace Lester grabs another 2 points there, putting the Firehawks at a 4-point lead.
2 back-to-back buckets.
Yes.
That's a great start.
With so little players on the bench, what do you think a team like Welch, what do you think their strategy would be like during this game?
Well, honestly, they can't be as aggressive as they'd like since they've only got 2 players on the bench.
Yeah.
So they've got to play very, very smart throughout all 4 quarters.
Definitely, yeah. $15 on the shot clock now. Smith gets swiped to that ball. Welch is going to regain possession here. Oh, very nice pass. Way to get to the bucket. First points for the Welch team go to Carolyn Wheating. Nice. Goff looking for a fellow Firehawk. Broussard barely touching that ball there. Will find itself out of bounds. Nearly losing that ball there, sending it off to Watts. It's an ambitious 3-point attempt, no go. Maya Sutton now in the game. Hands it off to Smith right outside the arc. Broussard now with 18 on the shot clock. Commanding at the top of the key.
They call a 3-second call?
Yeah.
Who was it on?
We're going to assume that was on Eubank,
Thanks.
who might have been in the paint for just a tad bit too long there.
Oh.
Nice.
Really great ball movement.
Yeah, very quick and smart as well. However, they weren't able to capitalize on that play there as Goff makes it to the rim, doesn't get the bucket. Number 10 for Welch, Johnstone, making her way down the court. Finds her teammate, Smith. Puts point number 5 there on the board. Goff turns around, lands that like nobody's business. Way to go, TK Goff. Right at the 6-minute mark here, first half. First quarter, excuse me. Good defense there. Nice save.
What a pass.
Yeah.
You know, the Firehawks are at an advantage. It seems as if Welch doesn't have a girl that's really that much taller than their point guards or their guards.
Yeah, exactly. It seems as though every Welch player on this roster is no taller than about 5'5", 5'6". Well, we have one player who's 5'7".
Yeah. So
2 that are 5'6".
Yeah.
Doing a little bit better on the Firehawk end. I see some players 5'11", 5'10". Smith standing at 6 feet. Yeah, that's definitely going to be an advantage tonight, especially, you know, with points that are aimed at or points that are being targeted in the paint. Oh. That would have been a good pass there. One moved a little bit faster there.
Another thing too here, Welch, they don't really have a lot of depth on their roster as
exactly.
I look to the sideline. They got really 2 players on the bench here, so that's going to really set in as fatigue continues here throughout the game.
Already making a few shoddy mistakes here. Losing the ball for about the 3rd time here in this matchup. Gonna take a short break here. Score 8-5. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. We are live on Firehawk Sports Network. Just under 5 minutes to go here, first quarter. This exciting matchup here. Welch versus UT Southern. Jones right outside the paint, lands 2. Way to go, Haley Jones. Point number 10 there for the Firehawks. On the other side of the court now. 17 on the shot clock here. Way to get to the hole. Good pass there from Johnstone to Watts for point number 7 for the Welch team. Broussard just shy of the bucket there, able to grab the rebound. Lester at the top of the key now, 15 on the clock. Moving to the right side, finds
Broussard right there. 10 on the shot clock. Jones takes the shot. Very good save from Broussard. Nice pass there to Eubank. Grab point number 12. I'm seeing really good teamwork tonight in the Firehawks. Hannah, some very good ball movement there.
Charge.
And yes, it is. Yes, those charge practices come in handy, huh?
Yeah, they do. First of the game, but definitely not the last.
Oh, are you calling it not the last?
Not the last
charge call?
Do you think so?
Hey, we've seen a couple in the game.
I think
that have favored the Firehawks many times. So.
Yeah, I think last week 3 or 4 in one game.
Yeah. In an attempt to beat the shot clock, Broussard gets the shot off, misses the bucket there a tad bit. Now under 3 minutes here, Johnstone makes her way down the court to the offensive end for the Welch team. Jones gonna catch her first foul of the game here. Is that a call you agree with there, Hannah?
You know, I would have to say I do not agree with that.
Yeah.
I'm like, because I would play defense the same way.
Yeah.
You know? Maybe the refs are just a little sensitive.
Hey, maybe.
Maybe they just want an excuse to, they may just want an excuse to call a foul here. I mean, they've only got one team foul for either team so far, so
yeah.
Maybe they want to have an excuse to blow the whistle.
Yeah.
Do you feel like that's a part of their, like if they don't call a foul, they're not doing their job?
Well, no, I think it just depends on the flow of the game. Like, so far this game's really kind of, I mean, it's ticked down, but we're already at 2 minutes here in the first. I think they do that to kind of slow the game down for both teams sometimes, but it can vary. It really can.
Yeah. Oh. Number 11 for the Welch team, Bowman, attempting to get a shot off there. Finds herself getting fouled. Jones this time going to catch her second foul here. Excuse me, that was Delk, not Bowman. Olivia Delk at the line for 2 here. Makes that first of 2 attempts, going to attempt for one more, and it's good. Point number 9 on the board there for the Welch team. Sutton getting to the bucket, widening that Firehawk lead to 7 points.
I mentioned that foul calling. We've had quite a few fouls now in the last minute or so.
Yeah, exactly.
They've kind of they've amped up here on the whistle late here in the first.
I don't know. It seems to me here in the first quarter of this game that the Welch team might be playing against the Firehawks with the help of the referees.
Yeah, so far it's we've got 3 team fouls for UT and then 1 being for Welch. But yeah, they've definitely been more sensitive on the whistle here late in the first.
I saw a really good defense there. I mean, you know, Smith and Aaron Grace were double teaming her, of course, but I don't think that That was too harsh of a defensive approach. Smith making her way to the bucket, missing that there. Delk going to grab the rebound here. Just at 43 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Whoa, risky pass there.
That was a football catch right there.
Sure was. This Welch team not doing too hot from behind the three-point line. Grabbing a steal here, however. Nice. Smith.
Transition defense has got to be quicker on recovering in the paint. Okay. We're alive.
Say it loud, say it proud. Pretty good first half, or excuse me, I keep messing that up. Pretty good first quarter for the Firehawks. And a way to open the second quarter. Cassie Broussard putting 3 on the board, getting point number 22 there for the Firehawks. Way to keep the ball moving there. 12 on the shot clock. Scott takes a shot, misses it. Firehawks gain the rebound here. Broussard for one more 3, no go. Really good save there. Good tip and a good save. Aaron Grace lobs it over Broussard for 2 more. Here at UT Southern, my friends, that is what we call teamwork.
Yeah, that was a good sequence there.
Definitely.
With Goff starting it off with that good save out of bounds.
And Lauren Smith now gonna catch her first foul. Smith not able to maintain control of that ball. However, Welch going to get another opportunity here at a play. Delk just barely missing the bucket here. Firehawks now on the offensive end. Ooh, tough break for Leicester as Delk, who seems to be serving as, postman for this team, just swiped that ball out of the air. Firehawks are killing it with these steals here. It's Leicester and Goff work to regain possession here. Now with 18 on the shot clock. Eubanks for three, no go.
Good shot though.
Wide open. When you're wide open like that, I just think it's best to take it. And yet another steal. Man. Nice. Oh,
what a pass.
Oh, man. Would have been a great play.
It was a good pass.
Definitely a good pass. And good on Faith Eubank for being ready for that ball, too.
Yeah.
Tough defense there from Sutton as Delk for three, no go. Smith struggling for that rebound there, sends it out to Leicester. Goff gonna get an opportunity to shoot for two here.
Shooting two, number 12, T.K.
Hannah, what are you seeing that's contributing to this 13-point lead that the Firehawks have amassed here in just a matter of moments?
I really love that they're passing into the post and driving hard into the basket, trying to get those 2-point shots.
Okay.
I haven't seen many three shot. I think three that we shot in 3 threes.
Yeah.
Only one have fallen, I think, from Broussard. But other than that, driving into the paint and getting those short 2 buckets has really helped the Firehawks.
Definitely. And we can't forget about those steals. I think the Firehawks are just capitalizing on these inefficiencies that this Welch team is facing. Yeah, shooting behind the arc is not quite working for this Welch team. Do you think maybe taking an approach that the Firehawks are kind of utilizing, like driving in, is something that could better work for this Welch team?
Well, in the first quarter, Welch was passing into their post players, and they were making some great passes, scoring a few buckets, but not able to hit every single bucket, so it's caused them to be down. But if they could get the ball into the paint and go up strong, maybe they can draw the foul or get the 2 points.
Yeah. Ten on the shot clock here. Watts looking to make a move, sends it over to Wheating. Wheating now driving in. Not quite making it to the bucket, however. Welch here.
Looks like we're
take
gonna
a timeout. Be right back here shortly. Firehawk Sports Network.
We're live and alive.
We are live and alive. I love it. I love it, Miss Hill.
Every time you go live now, you have to say that.
No, you have to say that. That's your thing.
Well, if I'm not on here, I can't say it.
Okay. Well, I will give it. I'll let you enjoy the liberty of announcing that we are live when we go live. Just under 5 minutes here. Firehawks with an intense 17-point lead here. Really dominating.
Good shot.
Try for it again.
I knew that was in before it even went in.
What told you it was in?
It was just a nice shot. Banks has a nice shot.
She does. And you know, I've said this before. I don't know if it comes from my lack of knowledge about basketball, but I would never take her as a three-point shooter. And she is one heck of a three-point shooter.
I think she's probably the best three-point shooter on the team.
Really?
I would bet that, yeah.
Yeah.
Got a lot of confidence in Banks.
I believe she has a lot of confidence in herself. We see her take that initiative a lot.
Yeah. Well, if she didn't have confidence, she shouldn't be shooting it. But she does have confidence, so I'm glad she shoots it.
Yeah. Oh, great steal there.
Another steal. Another 2 points.
Nice. Take another timeout, folks. Score is 33-11. Firehawks with a 22-point lead.
We are live and alive.
Yes, we are. Miss Hannah Hill, how are you feeling about the momentum the Firehawks have built up here in this second quarter?
Well, you know, you were talking about the steals. I really think that's helped them a lot in this game. Not sure how many points they've scored off of the steals, the turnovers, but they're really capitalizing on that, using that to their advantage.
To all of our viewers at home, please excuse us if we don't have our live stats with us, but we will be more than happy at halftime to report those stats to you. Be eager to do so. But to your point, yeah, I think those steals have contributed a lot to points off turnovers, Definitely. Taking a breather there?
Yeah, I was. I actually had to yawn.
Right at 3.5 minutes here. Okay, way to stay alive, Delk, who seems to be a heavy contributor to this. Nice steal there. A heavy contributor to this Welch team is Delk. With her teammate there.
That's a good rebound. Good putback.
I think this is one of the slower games that the Firehawks can kind of focus on their craft a little bit more. I think it's safe to say that both teams are playing at a much slower pace here. And I think this is a pace that the Firehawks can adjust to over time, because we've seen them play very fast-paced games, and this game is a little bit more slower, where you're able to like really capitalize off steals or really capitalize off of three-point attempts, as we've seen Eubanks do so perfectly.
You know, the pace of the game compared to all the other games I've seen them play, it is much slower.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I like it though.
Okay. And why not?
I don't know. I'm like really more of like a fast-paced type of, girl, and I like fast-paced game. You know, it feels more intense when it's fast-paced, high energy.
I can agree with that. I can agree
and
with that.
this just doesn't feel like. I mean, it's a game, but it's like, I don't know, a slow-paced game.
But do you think a game like this is where the Firehawks can really,
I don't think it's benefiting them to play this slow pace of a game.
Okay. And why?
They're playing like down to their opponents.
Do you think them playing this slow pace of a game really doesn't allow them to push themselves?
Yes.
Okay. I can understand that. I can see that.
Looks like, okay, I thought they may have had a timeout here, but they're just forming a play here.
Just under 2 minutes to go here to end out the first half. Eubanks for three, no go.
It was slightly off to the right. It was a good shot though.
Talked about that confidence, yeah. Gotta take it when you feel it.
Gotta have confidence.
Man.
If only she could have kept it on the right side, picked it up and went up on the right side, she could have finished that.
Yeah, hey.
I think she was trying to go to, catch it and just go straight to the left side, but she should just, went through with it, if that makes sense.
Gotta use those long legs to your advantage.
Yeah, something I don't have.
Don't worry, Hannah. You are not the only one. I'm only 5'8". That's why I'm a swimmer, I think.
I'm 5'8". I'm not a swimmer.
Are you 5'8"?
Yeah.
No way.
I mean, that's what the doctor told me.
Gotta stand on my tippy toes when I stand next to you now. And Delk gonna go to the line once more.
Important to rebound there, as resulted in another foul here for UT. Gonna have more free throws coming up here for Welch.
Welch near a bonus as well. That could be very advantageous for a team, at a significant deficit here. Bowman missed that second attempt here. rebound there from Smith.
Yeah, number 12 was at a disadvantage right there.
Uh-oh! Leah B in the game for 2.
Bench got rowdy for that one.
Yeah, we don't see B in the game that much. So it's great to see her shine. Right at 30 seconds to go here, Firehawks. Looking to make a move here. Essentially grab points 39 to 40. Good work from Lauren Smith. Ambitious shot attempt to end out the first half from the Welch team. 39 to 18. This Firehawk team doing an impressive job tonight, staying ahead of the curve. We will be back to join you guys for the second half here on Firehawk Sports Network.
We are live and alive.
Say it loud, say it proud, my friend.
That's as loud as I can talk.
Pretty good first half for the Firehawks. Got the halftime report here. If you'd like to share and read them with me, my good friend. Not too bad on points for the Firehawks. Leading scorers, Cassie Broussard putting 4 on the board there. Followed by Faith Eubank with a pretty solid 3-point early in the second half. And then for the Welch side of the bench, Carolyn Wheating, put a solid 3 on the board. Delk, who was a solid player for the Welch team, only got 1 point off there in the first half. However, she has been an impactful player with a couple blocks. Serenity Smith also got some good blocks. Number 2, getting off 1 block there. As far as the blocks go for the Firehawks, Smith, Lester, Eubank all with great blocks there, averaging about 2 per person. Couple minutes into the game here. Watt's gonna attempt at a free throw. No go there. Firehawks still with a 20-point lead over this Welch team. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are following the live stats online for this matchup, please bear with us as our site is down tonight. Prayerfully, we will have it up for you guys for our next Firehawk matchup. Certainly want to thank all of our viewers tonight, whether you're watching from home and you're a Firehawk supporter or you're a Welch supporter nonetheless. We appreciate you for tuning in to Firehawk Sports Network. TK Goff now coming to the line for 2. So here in the second half of this matchup, Anna, what are you hoping to see from the Firehawk team? Offensively or defensively? What I know we chatted a little bit over the break about some of the things that was working and maybe could be improved on the Firehawk side. What are you thinking?
Honestly, well, whatever they're doing right now is obviously helping them out since they're winning. But I'd like to see them pick up the pace of the game and play up to their level. I think they're really playing down to the other teams, energy level and pace of game, and it's not a bad thing, but going into other games it might affect them. Yeah. And so I'd like to see them pick up the pace of the game. And
what does picking up the pace of the game look like for this Firehawk team? Does it look like, on average, 30 points more than their opponent, or
I feel like
double
they
the steals, or what?
Both. I feel like they could have 20 more points if they were pushing the ball in transition and
I think we talked more about passes and steals.
Yeah, they've had a couple turnovers from some just not even forced turnovers. They're just I'm not really sure how to explain it, but just some bad passes that you shouldn't make.
Yeah, I agree. 6. Good pass there. 13 on the shot clock.
That's really good ball movement.
Yeah, exceptional ball movement, I might add.
I think the best ball movement I've seen all night, actually.
Now, who do you think fares to have the better ball movement here? The Firehawks or this Welch team? I honestly, I got to give it to this Welch team. Although it's not converting into points, it's very good movement of the ball.
I agree.
Okay, another three-pointer there for Serenity Smith.
It looks like the three-point shot might be their shot.
Okay, and I think earlier I might have said that it wasn't their strategy that they should take, but now you're giving me the idea that it might be so that it is their strategy.
Yeah. I just haven't seen many big, I shouldn't say big, but many points shot in the paint from the Welch team, you know? Especially with their size. You said earlier the tallest girl on the team was 5'7".
Yeah.
I think we've got several girls on the Firehawk team that are well over 5'7".
Yes. A lot of 5'10s, a lot of 5'11s, 6 feet. Yeah.
Gonna have a media timeout here. I'll be back shortly.
We are live and alive.
We are live and alive, ladies and gentlemen. With just under 5 minutes to go, the Firehawks have reached the 50-point mark. Congratulations to the Firehawks there. They are really giving it to this Welch team here as Goff lands point number 51 there. Zaria Bernardo comes into the game for Goff. She's going to take a breather here. She's had a pretty good run tonight. Nearing the 4-minute mark here. Nice. I think that little hypothesis you had there for us, Hannah, is coming true. Maybe it's not a hypothesis, it's probably a theory. But that's going to be Wheating got point number 32 there on the board for Welch. Maya Sutton gonna try her hand at a 3, and it's good. Way to answer back. Gotta make a move. Leah B here making a run for it. Nice. Point number 56 there, courtesy Leah B.
That one got the Firehawk bench fired up.
And that did as well. You were right, my friend. Another charge ball.
What can I say?
You must be able to tell the future.
What can I say?
Get out of town.
I just came back to town, you know?
You're a funny guy. You know that?
Girl, yeah.
Funny gal. Be there, able to save that ball. 10 on the shot clock for Nato. Oh, and the ball finds itself in the hands of Welch. There. B sends it out. Sutton for 3 more. No go. Dealt with the rebound there. Oh. That would have been a heck of a play.
Would've. Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
Like out of bounds there, and gonna be with you, I believe, Welch.
Sutton taking a hard fall there. Nice tip there from Smith, who is really doing her job tonight. Sutton moving quickly to get through that bucket. Didn't get it. I believe she caught a foul instead. It's a little disappointing. It's going to be her first of the game. She's going to take a seat now as Goff comes back into the game for the Firehawks. Just at 1:20 to go here to end out the third quarter.
Wide open layup.
Wide open, yeah. Wonder what the Firehawks are thinking on that play. Didn't see that as number 10 for Welch Johnstone. Point number 34 on the board. You know, Hannah, if all else fails, wow, heck of a shot. Heck of a shot. Leading there for 3 more. I was going to say, if all else fails, the thing that is really, really good for this Welch team is ball movement.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah. You know, they don't pass it. They don't pass it like it's a hot potato. They do get it off quickly, and I think that's good. That's good. To end out the third quarter, 56-37, Firehawks in the lead. We'll be back here shortly on Firehawks Sports Network.
We are live and alive.
We are live, my friends. An exceptional game. An exceptional game here for the Firehawks. 56-37. Doing a really good job on the offensive front here. Not able to get the bucket there as Welch team looking to capitalize. Oh, not quite. You know, I think this Welch team, I think they've got to figure out when is the opportune time to take a three-point shot and when is, you know, more of a better time to just drive in. I think that last play would have been nice to see them just drive straight to the bucket.
Yeah, I agree. Maybe the coach had just given them the green light to shoot the three.
You think so?
You know, I'm not really sure. I'm not on their bench when they have their little
from
powwow.
From the way that they're playing, like, what do you think their strategy is? I mean, we are seeing a lot of three-point shots, and you might be right about that hunch, but, like, what else can you deduct from their style of play?
I mean, they're not like their tallest girl is 5'7", so they're not really big
Guarding the post, yeah.
in the paint, and that could be a disadvantage, but it could also be an advantage if they have the shooters that can shoot the threes. But, you know, some games you just don't hit, you know?
Yeah.
Like this, I'm not sure what their shooting percentage from the three-point arc is, but if this is what their strategy is, it might work in some games, but it's not going to work in every game, you know?
Yeah, I agree. So to end out the first half, Welch was 1 of 14 for their 3 points. And the Firehawks were only 3 of 10, and I think we've kind of seen the tides turn as Welch has gotten off a significant amount of 3 points here in this second half compared to the Firehawks.
Yeah. But, you know, these days, it's turned into a three-point game, it seems like.
Yeah, so do you that's an interesting topic. Have you seen that here in this conference specifically? Is it more...
Well, not just this conference. It's just like
in general.
Basketball. It's just changing. You know, the big thing used to be the men dunking the basketball, and now everybody's wanting to pull up like Steph Curry from the logo, you know.
Yeah. Be right back, guys. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Firehawk Sports Network. Just under 8 minutes to go here in the fourth and final quarter. Really good turnout here for the Firehawks. We definitely want to give a shout out to LaRose Moreau, who is out injured, but you know, I think she would have made a great addition to this game tonight.
I think our first game back will be
next
Thursday.
week. Yeah, this week.
This Thursday, yeah.
Okay, LaRose Moreau, we are waiting for you, my friend. Get back on the court ASAP here as Firehawks have reached the 60th point mark. So, we talked a little bit about, maybe the Firehawks can push the level of game that they're playing tonight and maybe speed up the pace. What do you think Coach Evans is thinking? Do you think he's satisfied with the style of play, or do you think he might take the same, I don't want to call it an argument, but do you think he'd have the same mindset that you have as to play harder, play tougher, play quicker?
I'm not really sure.
Okay.
I'm not really sure. That would be a good question for Taylor McNary. I know she played for him for all 4 years.
Yeah, definitely.
But I assume any coach, they would want their players to play up to their level and not down to their opponent's level. So I would say he would have something to say about their intensity levels in this game.
Okay. Yeah.
But don't get me wrong, their intensity is fine.
I believe it's kind of picked up here.
It has. After the first half, it picked up quite a bit.
Oh, threw that ball out nowhere.
She was throwing it to TK, I think.
Funny gal. Just under 7 minutes to go here. Firehawks at a whopping 60 to Welch's 39. But yeah, I think, I can subscribe to that idea that you approach the commentator's desk with, that maybe the Firehawks can play a little bit more up to speed. But I think for where they're at right now, it's good to kind of get an opportunity to slow down the pace and figure out what's really working for you. Right?
Yeah.
So obviously we've seen, I think for one, Faith Eubank the ball, right?
Yeah.
Right. Very good on passes, and to my point, right?
A great shot.
Point number 62, courtesy Faith Eubank. Right at 6 minutes to go here. Looking for a friend. Weeding finds Smith. And the ball gets swiped just like that. Broussard. Nice. Broussard finds Sutton. And Sutton wastes no time getting point number 64 on the board there.
It's like you guys have talked about here. It's one of those games, UT's up by double digits here, and you're winning, but your performance could be a lot better. And it's one of those games you want to take the win, but you can play better. That's kind of the whole mentality I think this whole game has created for UT. They've like y'all mentioned, played down to their level quite a bit, and of course they're winning, but deep down they want to play better. Because they know they're not always going to be playing a team like Welch here. As we've seen throughout the season, you want to play greater than your opponent, and that's really been their main thing so far here in this game. Because they're still making the same mistakes we've seen quite a bit throughout the season, and you want to, of course, get better on that as much as you can. And we're going to have a quick timeout, I believe, here from Welch. It's 66-41, UT leads, and we'll be back here shortly.
We are live and alive.
Yes, we are. Just under 4.5 minutes to go. I think as Bryce said earlier, I told him over the break, he hit the nail on the head. That quick description of the Firehawks play tonight.
And I think on the sideline here for UT, they've done a good job of not keeping their guard down. But it's one of those games you don't really feel fulfilled by a win here. You want to have a good performance to back it up.
Yeah.
And I don't really think you can say that for this game so far for UT.
When you talk about them making some of the mistakes that they make on a consistent basis, like what are you, and Hannah, I believe I asked you the same question. Bryce, what do you like seeing?
Just turnovers, unnecessary turnovers, rush shots, like the things we've seen throughout the whole season. And just making mistakes that you can tell here, I think just by what we got on the court here, they have a lot more athleticism than Welch does.
100%.
And you would think they would capitalize on that, but they're kind of playing to what they've played to in terms of
not necessarily a harder per se.
They're just playing enough to get by, basically, is what I'm getting at. They're just playing to the standard that meets the criteria, and you don't want to do that really at all, really, in any given game. But it's really shown here, I believe. But they've had good plays as well. Like right now, we just had a breakaway steal here from golf. They've had good plays throughout the game, but it's just they've made the consistent mistakes that we've seen a lot throughout the season, whether it be turnovers or rush shots, missing shots just consistently, and not really having a good sequence on offense.
And I think we talked about some of their opponents in the conference and how their opponents are significantly tougher than a team like Welch, and you kind of want to. We could call it a practice run, right? Like a game tonight would be a practice run or a simulation of how you really want to play. And I think what you're saying, Bryce, is they kind of missed that opportunity to play at a level that they would play against a conference opponent or someone that is a really tough adversary.
Yeah, you want to have of course, you have practice to simulate a lot of things, and you want to convert it into game time situations, and it just hasn't been that type of they haven't been able to do that the whole game, really. They've done enough to get by, and of course they have plenty of resources that have helped them gain a good lead here, but it's not really something that's really going to translate to maybe another team down the road.
Couple new additions to the court. Hallie Jones coming back into the game. Claire Pike entering the game for the first time, as well as a newcomer, the junior from Dallas, Georgia, Faith Lovejoy. I believe this is the first time we've seen her on the court. So, welcome to the court, Faith Lovejoy.
And another thing, too, is like when the final score hits, this game on paper may look good, but, if you're there, it wasn't probably a dominating game as what we kind of would imagine by looking at paper. You hear the thing about being on paper, the difference that can make, whether it be on paper and in reality. It's one of those type of games where you look at the score and like, oh, wow, they must have dominated, but in reality, it wasn't really. They just were a better team, and they made the right plays when they needed to.
I'm curious to see. I'm curious to know, or
I think we may take a timeout here, Eric.
We may take a timeout, so I'll give you guys my ponderance back here in a few.
We are live and alive.
We are live and alive. Ladies and gentlemen, the thought I was trying to get off before our timeout there is, I was telling Bryce and Hannah over the timeout, I ponder over a team that is comparable to this Firehawk team this exact moment. With athleticism, defensive measures, offensive measures. If they played that team tonight, what would that scoreboard look like? What would the stats read for that matchup? And is it something that we can compare to tonight's game? That's a kind of question that I've pondered over the last 3 quarters here. Firehawks, who are having one of the more impressive runs that they usually have, seems as if it's becoming rather easy for them. Kind of want to see them push it to the max. Right under 2 minutes to go here. Sutton lands one of 2 free throws. It's kind of a thing to wonder, what if this Welch team had more players on the bench? Then do we get into a different type of conversation as far as, athleticism and grit and really, competition? Is that a different type of competition when you have more men to the Army, or more women, I should say? But.
Well, yeah, when you have more depth, that's always a huge factor. That's huge for any sports team, any sports program. You gotta have depth at this level, and that's one thing that definitely I would say hurts them tonight.
100%. I wonder, if they started the season off with, just 2 reserves. 2 bench players.
It just depends on. Every program's different, so I'm not gonna say every program's different, but it's always gonna be a factor that can affect you at this level in any performance, any game.
Yeah, but Bryce, if you remember, the Firehawks were sort of in that same situation last year, right?
Oh, yeah.
We had a lot of. I don't want to call them casualties, but we had a lot of injuries, right? We had a lot of concussions. A few of our players were ineligible, and so we had a pretty lean bench, right? And that kind of hurt the Firehawks. But now we're in a pretty good place as far as players go, as you say depth. A lot of players you've never even seen before on the court. Is Lovejoy attempts at getting a bucket there. Able to make it. Welch going to regain possession there. Good bucket there. Smith gets 2 more on the board there. Looking to put 46 on the board there. Tough break as Lovejoy making a run for it. Can't get to the bucket there. Getting 1 more point on the board there for the Welch team. Varnado makes a quick run for it as the buzzer winds out. That's going to be the game, folks. Firehawks take a 30-point lead over this Welch team, 74-44. Thank you for joining us on Firehawks Sports Network.
Squall.
Excuse me, guys. Before we go, our next game will be Thursday.
We play at 5:30.
Playing 5:30. Join us here at 5:30 on Firehawk Sports Network.